let us now look at what happens when the compounds containing two or more functional groups. So first thing is we must know the seniority table. Seniority table. So if two or more functional groups are present, we will first identify which one is the senior. The one which will be senior is the major functional group. Supposing the compound contains, say, and I use here, supposing there are two functional groups here, COOH and NH2 both. Now this is the seniority table on which COOH is here and NH2 is below. So COOH is the major functional group. So this is the major functional group, and since this is the major functional group, it will come in the suffix. The main compound is an acid because the major functional group is COOH, which is an acid. The part which is the minor functional group, this will come in prefix. So now see here both the sides. If the same thing NH2 is present as the suffix, we call it amine. But if it is in the prefix, it is called amino. So at the moment it is in the prefix, so it will be called amino. Whereas the major functional group is oic acid, COOH group is oic acid. So now the name of the compound, prefix is amino. I will give the major functional group the lowest number. So at place 2 is amino group. So it becomes prefix is 2-amino. Word root is 4 carbon atoms, so it is bute. At place 1 is oic acid, 1 oic acid. In fact, in case of oic acid is always at the top, so it gets place 1 at the end of the chain. So you may also write butanoic acid or but-1-oic acid. See in the next one. Major functional group again is oic acid. Minor functional group is OH. OH is below. So when it is in the suffix, it is called ol, like we were writing earlier. But today it is in the prefix, so it will be called hydroxy. So again, I'll count from here 4. At place 2 is the hydroxy group, 2-hydroxy, bute, 1-oic acid. Now in this compound, the functional group is CHO, which is the major functional group. CHO is al. The other part is Cl, which is much below, so it is the minor functional group, will be taken as the prefix. So actually these always come as the prefix, I had told you earlier. So this comes as the prefix, and I'll have to take this chain because I have to include the CHO group inside the chain. Carbon atom in CHO will also be counted. So I'll give this place 1, 2, 3 and 3. So at place 3 is chloro group. At place 2 is the methyl group. So I'll write down 3 chloro, 2 methyl. Both these are in the prefix before the compound. Then the chain is of 3 carbon atoms, so it becomes prop 1-al, because aldehyde has to be taken as al. In this compound, the major functional group is CO, because CO is above OH, OH is below. So again this becomes hydroxy and this becomes one. So I'll say CH3CO, I'll count from this side, giving the major functional group the lowest number. So at place 2 is one, at place 4 is hydroxy, which I have to write in prefix. So 4-hydroxy bute 2-one. Supposing in this compound I had written here COOH. In that case, CO is not the major functional group. The major functional group becomes COOH because it is much above CO group. And the CO group at the moment will be called keto group. So this will come in the prefix, and I'll have to count from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to count the carbon atom in the acid, also in the chain. So place 1 is the oic acid, place 4 is the keto group, and which will come in the prefix. So 4 keto, pent, 1 oic acid. So we will have to learn the order. You may be just asked, if I give you a compound and I say which one is the major functional group. So you have to decide according to this. So this C's I've given you very less. There's a lots more, but we are doing a little less. So if the compound is the major functional group, it will be written in suffix. If it is the minor functional group, it will be written in prefix, and its name will change according to this. Now see, in these compounds, there are 4 functional groups here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I can identify this as the major functional group. So I'll count from here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And the remaining functional groups I know at place 2 is amino group. At place 3 is hydroxy group, OH. At place 4 is keto group. Alphabetically I'll write, but otherwise the things are the same. So I'll say it is place 2 amino, 3 hydroxy. When you write numbers, put hyphens on both the sides. 4 keto. And now the chain is of 5 carbon atoms, so pent, 1 oic acid. So all these that I have written are prefixes. This is the word root, the chain, and this is the major functional group written on the right of the compound. Now in this compound, this is the major functional group, CHO. There are other functional groups also here, cyanide, and there are OH here. So again I have to count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pent is the main chain, on which at place 4 is the cyano group, because cyanide, if it is present as the major functional group, I'll call it nitrile, but as a prefix I'll call it as a cyano group. And hydroxy is placed at place 5. So my name becomes 4 cyano, 5 hydroxy. Now also I have this triple bond in this compound. So first is the chain pent, 2 ine and 1 R. Okay. Now here, if O is present in the center, is called an ether, and I'll say OCH3 is the functional group. This is the longest chain. Chain gets broken up by O. So this is the chain and this is the functional group. So chain is of 2 carbon atoms, which is ethane, and this functional group is methoxy. So I'll say the name is methoxyethane. Now here, this is the major chain, on which at place 2 is the methoxy group attached. So chain is of 5 carbon atoms. So I'll say 2-methoxy pentane. All are single bond compounds, so pentane.